Hey guys, Indigo here, and I'm back with another Beyblade Burst Turbo unboxing. This time we're gonna be looking at Heat Salamander S4. Here it is, Heat Salamander, and it, in my opinion, looks very, very accurate to the original Salamander. And it is a balanced type, and it's a part of the Slingshot line. And there's the graphic of Salamander, the 3D model. And here is Beyblade Burst logo, and here's the parts, and here's the launcher. And on the back, we can actually see the parts right here. And if you look at the Salamander layer, the graphic on here and the graphic on the back, they look very, very different. The graphic on the front looks very, very dull, and this one looks very, very shiny. I don't know why they did that. That's it. It has 12 in operate. It has 3 attack, 2 burst, 6 defense, 4 weight, 6 agility, and 2 stamina. That's all mediocre. Alright, so I'm going to be trying to compare it from the original Takara one to the Hasbro one, and I actually think they did a really good job with Operate itself. So let's look at the Japanese one first. Now, in Operate's case, it has 2 different modes, attack and defense. And right now it's in attack mode. To put it in defense mode, we pull this little thing up here, and it'll go up, and then we can just move it to the center. And that was fairly simple. It can go in attack and defense, and in attack mode, it would just wobble around and jump around the stadium. And it was really, really cool and unique. Fun driver, not really that good for competitive play. But then we got this. This is Operate S, and it looks like it's already in attack mode, but the thing is, you can just switch it in. You don't actually pull it up until you get to the slingshot mode. It's a good thing they're keeping the gimmick of it, and unlike Tower, they actually did keep it. And if you put it in slingshot mode, it basically becomes a Unite with a little ball sticking out. It doesn't actually fully cover the tip. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. It doesn't actually fully cover it, but it is very, very, very good. It has 4 modes, and the spring on this Operate is very, very nice. And I really like how they did Operate. I wish they just did many drivers just like how they did this Operate. Really, it's really, really good, and it's one of the cases where I prefer the Hasbro one over the Takara one. It doesn't jump as much as the Takara one. Both versions of the Beyblade come with the disc 12, and the 12 is the lightest disc so far. The lightest core disc is really awful, and it shreds Beyblade. I still don't understand why Hasbro didn't censor 12. They didn't change it at all, and really, I do not know why they did that. Especially since all their bays are plastic, 12 does even more damage to bays now. Which, oh wow, okay, this is really disappointing how they kept 12 as 12. They really should have changed 12. Alright, time to look at the layer Heat Salamander S4, and if you can notice it, there's this little mark on my one. Its paint has been damaged. Hasbro, quality control, come on dude. And now if you, even without having the original Hell Salamander, you can tell that the Hasbro one is very, very light. And it even is hollowed out. Why would they hollow it out? They're saving money off of the metal, but now they're hollowing out the plastic. I really don't like the way they did Salamander at all. It's one of the worst turbo bays out there right now, in my opinion. Sure, it's good for spin steel, but it's awful in terms of weight. And its locking mechanism, the lock is pretty tight, but the ring itself is really, really, really loose. Like if the lock wasn't there, it would automatically switch. Thank God the lock is actually there this time. I mean, imagine if Hasbro didn't do that. Oh boy. And I think I showed the QR code already, but that's pretty much it. And yeah, it's basically the same layer, except it doesn't have metal, and it's also really, really hollowed out. I actually believe that this one is a bit tighter than the original Hell Salamander, so it may actually perform better if you only play it against turbo bays, but still it's awful because it doesn't have any metal, and it also is very, very hollowed out. Alright, now we're gonna find out how tight this Beyblade is really, and I think I did give the QR code, so yeah, this is actually pretty darn good. It's better than Drain Fafnir Hasbro one, and Drain Fafnir was pretty darn tight as well. And I think this is probably as close as Nightmare Longin is, in my opinion, Nightmare Lunar. And I think it would do fairly well. It wouldn't burst that easily, but then again, it is Hasbro, so who knows.